Hello everyone, welcome back for some more Let's Read Tsukihime. So we almost finished the opening of the game for Hisui there. We didn't get all the way, mostly because there was actually a surprising amount of new content, which is it's surprising, really. I mean, we skipped scenes that the game has said we've seen before, and some of those scenes that we went through were like kind of the same, but there were small differences in them, and that was enough to, of course, be labeled as a brand new scene. If you know how these games are programmed, you either program it as a new scene or an old scene. I've made a couple visual novels back in the day. Um, they will never see the light of day. Anyways, let's get started on Inversion Impulse 3. We still got to finish the Yumizuka Satsuki saga, so let's get through this. Anyways, we're starting off Shiki-sama. There's a voice calling me. Please remain strong. I shall bring you something to drink. I sense the presence receding. Did she drug us? The last part, she gave us something, and she gave us a step. Or rather, she gave us a look. Sorry, I read the word footsteps. She walked away, but not before giving us a look. Footsteps. It makes me realize it is morning now. I open my eyes. There isn't anyone else in my room. I hear something ragged. What is that noise? Speaking, I realize it was my own breathing. Huh? My body is drenched in sweat. A tiredness suffocates me as if I had just ran a long marathon. Ugh, my head hurts because I saw that hideous dream. Yumizuka painted with blood and eye, staring at her with envy. A complete nightmare. There's something wrong. I managed to say this much, still breathing hard. Last night's dream still lingers in my head. It really was a horrific nightmare. I was just blanked out in my dream, as if I couldn't rouse myself from the nightmare if I tried. Shiki-sama. And then, Hisui rushes into my room. Hisui? Did something happen? You didn't even knock. Are you awake, Shiki-sama? Yeah, I just got up. Good morning, Hisui. Thanks for coming to wake me. Yes. Good morning. Returning my greeting apologetically, Hisui approaches the bed. I have brought you something to drink. You do not appear well, so please drink it. Looking at it, it seems like she brought me a drink on a silver tray like she did yesterday. I don't really feel bad or anything. Bro, you just said you were drenched in sweat. I do not know how you can be like, yeah, drenched in sweat, feeling good. That's not a good morning. I can't sleep if I'm sweaty. I slept soundly and I feel refreshed. But Hisui stares at me. You seemed to be in a very poor state earlier. Shiki-sama, does the scar on your chest not hurt? No, not really. Well, it may be because of that terrible dream. I was having really quite a nightmare. I feel dizzy just remembering it. Hisui looks intently at my face. I see. Hisui, you woke me up. Yes, I am deeply sorry. What are you saying? Thanks, Hisui. You really helped me a lot. Oh, we got her blushing. I really do mean that from my heart. If she hadn't woken me up, I might still be trapped inside that awful nightmare. I'll change and go to the dining room. Thanks for everything, and for giving me this drink. Sorry about that. No, you do not need to apologize. I will wait for you in the sitting room. Wow, immediately different. She is so different in this than any other route. Immediately. Hisui silently leaves the room. To be honest, I really am quite moved. I thought she was truly without emotions, but she just made me poor at expressing them. She was so distressed over me having a nightmare, it makes me smile imagining her in such a hurry. Maybe it isn't that hard to see Hisui's smile. Well, time to get up. I throw off the sheets and get up. In that instant, oh, here it comes. Pain explodes through my body. Ugh. It's from a much deeper place, aching with my heartbeat. Yeah. Clutching the sheets, I somehow weather the pain. It fades away. There's nothing lingering. Perhaps just a sudden fit? Chest wound. Bring my hand over my chest. There's a great scar there, and even though that it is healed, at times it still hurts like it did just now. The doctors said the physical wound is healed, but the mind must be replaying the pain over and over. Usually the scar begins throbbing after I see a traffic accident or a dead body. The image of blood or death must make me recall the accident 8 years ago. Because of last night, I guess. The red back alley and the normal, smiling face of Yumizuka. My chest hurts. The image of Yumizuka doesn't leave my mind. But I don't know what I should do, what I can do. I can only live my everyday life. Shit. Swearing at myself, I roll out of bed. After changing out of my pajamas and in my school uniform, I head to the sitting room. Nakia and Hisui are in the sitting room. kOHAKU-san is probably in the kitchen cooking my breakfast. Good morning, Nissan. Sitting on the sofa, Nakia greets me and looks at my expression. Good morning, Akiha. Returning her greeting, I head to the dining room. There really isn't much time for me to stay and chat with Akiha, and I don't really feel like talking to anyone at all. Nissan, I would like to speak with you a little. Is that all right? That's fine, but please make it short since I don't have much time. I sit on the sofa across from her. Then I will get straight to the point. Nissan, where did you go last night? Nakia looks directly at me as she asks. kOHAKU-san probably did keep it a secret, but I guess it wasn't possible to hide being gone for 2 hours. Nothing. Just, went for a walk in town. I'm sorry for getting back late, but it's no big deal. Since I don't want to lie to Akiha, I answer as evasively as possible. Just walking the streets is something. You are still a minor, so please do not wander out late at night. Even if you weren't, there have been a lot of disturbances going on. Disturbances. The killer skulking around town at night. Why? Why didn't I realize it? The killer that murders people and drinks their blood. He doesn't just kill them. He murders them. To death. The phrase perfectly matches Yumizuka's behavior yesterday. I shouldn't have to say this, but you shouldn't strain your body. If you come back with an exhausted face like last night's again, I'll get worried. If you're in trouble, please tell me. I may not be able to do much, but if you could... I don't want to think about it, but... Yumizuka could be the killer terrorizing the town. Nissan, are you listening to me? Yeah, I'm listening. I hear Akia's voice, but the only thing in my mind is the image of Yumizuka from yesterday. Akiha glares at me. So, you can't talk about your situation, Nissan? Yeah, it has nothing to do with you, Akiha. Right now, I can only think of Yumizuka. I want to be alone, and so I said that. You're going to keep to your own way, is that what you're saying? Keep going your own way, is that what you're saying, Nissan? I understand. Well, please feel free. If that's what you want, Nissan, I'll do the same. Nakia stands up and walks out to the lobby. Shiki-sama, is this acceptable? Acceptable? Is what acceptable? I believe Akiha-sama is deeply concerned about you, Shiki-sama, but I think it is difficult for her since she does not often talk about her feelings. I know, but right now my head's full and I can't... I do feel sorry. Hisui falls silent. Shiki-san, breakfast! kOHAKU-san's voice can be heard from the dining room. I stand up and head towards it. Well, I guess the dining room isn't the kitchen, huh? Those are different, I guess. In some houses they're the same, but not this place. Shiki-sama, around what time will you be returning today? Since today's Saturday... No. I'll probably be in the evening. There's something I want to look for. I understand. Please, take care until then. She bows deeply. After Hisui sees me off, I leave the mansion. Off to school. We're here in school. There's no point in coming to school. Yumizuka Satsuki was treated as an absentee, and no one seemed to be the slightest bit concerned about her. Wow, I think we're hardline into a whole new route. Time passed without my realizing it. Perhaps Arihiko or Seal Senpai came by sometime, but I don't really remember. Noon comes and school ends. I have no idea. But I still have to look for Yumizuka. Looking around town. Hey, get those steps in, my man. I'm so happy that park is finally a fightable location in Melty Blood Lumina. The sun sets. Even after running everywhere in town, there's no sign of Yumizuka Satsuki. I bite my lip angrily. It's not an anger over not finding her. 2 days ago, I'm mad at myself for promising such a thing in the first place. Help me when I'm in a pinch, okay? Yumizuka said that, and I answered lightheartedly. I would help as much as I could. Such an irresponsible answer. There's really nothing I can do. She said it hurt. I can't even find Yumizuka, painfully suffering in the cold darkness. The sun is setting. I don't want to admit it, but maybe I can only find Yumizuka after nightfall. I told Hisu I'd be back in the evening. Perhaps it's too early. I'll go back to the mansion and calmly think this through. Welcome home, Shiki-sama. Hisu is waiting in the lobby. Is this new? I don't actually remember if we came back to the mansion last time. Huh. I'm back. Hisu, where's Akiha? Akiha-sama has not returned yet. Since she shall be late, we are to have supper first. I see. Well, I'll be resting in my room till dinner, so I'll head to the dining room when it's time. Yes, please rest until I call you. I turn my back to the bowing Hisui and walk towards my room. Just go and chill. After supper, I sit down on my bed. The clock's hands show 9 o'clock. Oh, just like right now. Since leaving the mansion after 8 is forbidden, I cannot go outside any longer. But that's merely a rule. If I feel like it, I can easily go outside. Piss filter. Bye-bye. See you at school tomorrow, Tono-kun. What am I thinking? It's just foolish. I just can't comprehend what's happening to Yumizuka. I do realize she is the vampire serial killer causing all these incidents in town. But still, I cannot forget her last words she said in the sunset on our way home. That's a you problem, but before I realize it, it's almost midnight. Lost in thinking about what I should do, I passed some of the night wide awake. Oh. Shiki-sama, are you awake? Hisui's voice. Why is she up this late at night? I'm up, but why, Hisui? Yes, I was unsure, but if you were awake, I thought I should tell you. Tell me what? Just a while ago, a call came for you, Shiki-sama. The message was, I'll be waiting in the park. Phone call? This late at night? Yes, the call ended before I could ask for a name, so I was unsure if I should tell you, Shiki-sama. No, this doesn't require any thought. The phone call had to have been from Yumizuka. Thanks, but it's a little late, so I'll wait until tomorrow. She's one of my classmates, so I'll see her tomorrow. That is not true. There is something wrong with smiling like that with such a strained face. Well, stupid, I'm not lying at all. I'm fine, I won't go out this late at night. Akiya would get mad and you would get in trouble, so there's no reason for me to do that. Hisui descends into silence. The conversation between us dies. Shiki-sama, please do not push yourself too hard. Nah, I'm not pushing anything. I'll go to sleep, so please go back to your room. Hisui just looks at me. Well, good night. Not being able to endure her stare, I slam the door. Sheesh. I can't hide anything from Hisui. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry the word appeared and I couldn't stop myself. I take my knife out of my drawer. I don't intend to necessarily use it, but I just feel better with it by my side. I mean, to be fair, going to any park at midnight, you would probably feel better with something by your side. The park? Why would she call me out at this hour? Muttering, I think back to those foolish tales. Vampires can only move about during nighttime. So, supposing that's true, then Yumizuka didn't call me at this hour. It's more like if it wasn't this hour, then she couldn't call me at all. Sorry, Hisui. Even I think I'm stupid. You told me not to strain myself, but I just can't sleep like this. Apologizing to the empty room, I quietly leave the mansion. Pant, pant, pant. I rest my body, burning from all the running. It's almost midnight. The park located off the main road. Because of the serial killings these past several days, there's not a soul to be seen around. Thump. My heart beats loudly. My throat dries up from the tension. If the phone call that Hisui received was from Yumizuka, then she has to be there waiting for me. The park is empty at night. There isn't a sound under the moonlight. I don't know why, but a chill runs through me. Tss. The back of my head numbs. A horrible chill as if my body freezes to my fingertips. I try to catch my breath. In contrast to my cold body, my throat is scorching. It's dry with thirst. I put my hand in my pocket. I just wanted a blade in my hand. Why? Just a faint headache, a low temperature. My mind is cool like ice. Something is strange. This park, it feels like something bad is around here. Just, what am I afraid of? I shake the headache off and walk deeper in. There's no one around. A terribly dark and lonely place to meet someone. Someone is crouched, breathing raggedly, her face pale white as she scratches her throat in pain. Without a doubt, it is Yumizuka Satsuki. Yumizuka? Her figure's tormented. Without a thought for what happened last night, I run towards her. Wait. Yumizuka stops me with just a word. Wait, Shiki-kun. I'm glad you came, but I don't want you any nearer right now. Please, don't come any closer. Her breathing looks painful. Her body convulses as she speaks, as if she's about to collapse any second. Don't be stupid. I'm not going to leave someone looking as painful as you alone. No, I'm okay. You came, so I'm fine now. Forcing herself up, Yumizuka smiles at me. What's going on, Yumizuka? Why haven't you been home? What was that about yesterday? Why that... That what? That... What? You know what I'm talking about! If you mean yesterday, well, you saw what happened. I told you. I killed those people, didn't I? She answers frankly. It's almost as if she's laughing at my feelings of denial. Then, the recent killings in town were all your doing, Yumizuka. I don't like to say it, but that's the way it is, yep. What the hell do you mean that's the way it is? It's just the way it is. I killed those people, and I'll keep on doing the same thing. I can't just lie about it, can I? Yumizuka, you... Please, stop calling me that. I'm calling you Shiki-kun, so it's only fair for you to call me by my first name, too. What? Take a deep breath. Yumizuka is still like before. Even though she acts like she used to, she says some pretty scary things. When I think about it, I look foolish. I could never talk to you like this for all the years I watched you from afar. Yumizuka? I was always watching you, Shiki-kun. Even before I was saved in that warehouse. I was always watching you. I'm really a coward. I always just agreed with the people around me and smile when it seemed right. Before I knew it, everyone was treating me like an idol. So, school wasn't fun for me. But that changed after you talked to me in the second year of junior high, Shiki-kun. Ah? Nah, it's not something you'd remember. How can I put it? You were always natural, never showing off. Probably you didn't even think about what you said back then. What can I say? Just as Yumizuka says, I remember nothing. I don't know what I said to her, even if I talked to her back then. It's okay. Don't make a face like that. You were only hanging out with Inui-kun, so it was normal for you to ignore other classmates. But that was okay. I was happy to just be in the same class as you, Shiki-kun. It was my goal to talk to you and let you call me Yumizuka-san. Now that I think about it, it was too small of a wish. She recalls nostalgically those ancient days, like she's remembering something that happened a long time ago. I was always watching you. I knew you'd never notice me, but I watched you anyway. Well, to be honest, I'm happy, but... Do you like me, Shiki-kun? How can I answer her right now? Well, the answer to this is I can't answer. We're gonna skip. Oh, she's having a moment. Yumizuka's body trembles. Breathing painfully, she falls to her knees. A choking sound. Squatting on the ground, Yumizuka coughs heavily and spits out a lump of blood. Yumizuka? This time I do rush near her. Yumizuka, you okay? Yumizuka! I put my hand on her heaving shoulder. I feel a chill. Even through her clothes, I can feel the coldness of her body. Stupid, you're freezing! What are you doing out in the open in the night at this? Shiki-kun. Her voice is hollow as she says my name. Yumizuka collapses against me. As she pants, her warm breath brushes my skin. Yumizuka? It's okay if you don't like me, Shiki-kun, because I really didn't understand you at all until now either. Yumizuka speaks as she coughs. It's alright, don't talk. I'll take you to a hospital. But I understand now who you are and what you want to do. I really understand now. Because, Yumizuka's arm tenses. With amazing strength, she digs into my shoulder. God! His shoulder's getting messed up this whole game, huh? Because I became like you, Shiki-kun. Saying that, Yumizuka sinks her teeth into my neck. Fading. My consciousness is fading. Yumizuka's fangs dig deep into my neck. I'm being drained, as if all the life in my body is liquefied and sucked out. Without strength, there are no thoughts. So, my consciousness is not fading. It is simply being destroyed. There are no thoughts. I know I'll die if I stay like this, but I can't even... Kill this woman. All the same, from somewhere beyond my mind, my blood begins to boil. Yumizuka! Both my arms push her back out of pure reflex. She falls right on her behind. What are you... I stand up, but I can't. I'm so exhausted I can barely lift an arm. Yumizuka sits as if in a drunken stupor. I can't see her face clearly. Everything dims as my consciousness fades. I can't control my body either. All that exists is the pain in my neck. Blood gurgles forth. Yumizuka's teeth marks remain in my neck. And through those two deep holes, something black is poured into my body. Oh, God! A pain as if my spine is about to be ripped out. In pain, I claw at the ground, but there is no relief. I cannot move since Yumizuka has drained everything out of me, and the pain pours into me like a black snake. I cannot move, so the black thing crawls and twists as it pleases inside me. I crouch at the ground. With glazed eyes, Yumizuka looks at me. Yumizuka, what have you... It's okay, it only hurts at first. First it hurts, but when the blood mixes, it should die down. Don't worry, I won't kill you. I poured my blood in properly so you won't collapse and crumble away like those failures last night. You will only look at me from now on. Yumizuka whispers joyfully. What are you talking about, Yumizuka? I'm saying that I'm making both of us the same, Shiki-kun. Sucking people's blood instead of eating normal food. Nocturnal, unable to walk under the sun. You're going to be a different creature. What is that? Ridiculous, that's just like... Yeah, like a vampire. I didn't really understand how I became this way either. 2 nights ago, I went out to check out the rumor you were walking around the shopping district every night, and then when I came to, I was lying in that back alley. Back then, I thought it was just cold, dark, and painful. But it's strange. After a while, after my body had completely changed, I understood a lot of things. My body hurts because it's being destroyed very fast, and the sunlight acts like a catalyst for that. And if I want to stop the destruction, I need the genetic information of the same type of living organism as myself. Yeah, I didn't understand the logic that well, but it was plain enough what I had to do. It was cold and it was lonely by myself. I didn't want to disappear, so I grabbed a random person and sucked his blood. And you know what? It was really delicious. The pain went away and I thought I could do anything. But it was so nice that before I realized it, it was all gone. The man was all shriveled up like a mummy and I felt really bad. I thought to myself I was turning into a monster, both in mind and body, but I had to do it in order to live. Like I said, I didn't kill them because I hated them. I suck blood the same way you people eat animals. So I decided not to think about it too deeply. What is this? Is it okay to kill other people in order to live? But it seems I've become a proper vampire. Today's meal was quite fun. Until now, I've been sucking blood since I was cold and in pain, but now that I'm getting the hang of sucking blood, it's becoming more interesting. You understand, don't you, Shiki-kun? You are a much better killer than I am. What are you talking about, Yumizuka? Didn't I say it before? I was always watching you, so I know your gentle side and your scary side. I never talked to you because I didn't understand your scary side. But I understand now. You're the same as me. Hey, Shiki-kun, even you were thinking you wanted to kill someone without love or hate having to do anything with it. Don't be ridiculous. I never once thought that. God, there's this image of like a 4chan shitpost where it's like, I saw a white woman in public and I forgot I was not on the internet, and so I said out loud, white woman spotted. And like, oh my god, that's just Shiki, huh? That's just him. I'm not being ridiculous. I never understood the fragile air about you, but now my body has changed and I can understand. Shiki-kun, just you being there is flirting with death. That's the kind of person you are. Like me, someone who has to kill people. You need to kill others is the same. Your need to kill others is the same as the need to breathe, right? You know, I was really happy yesterday. It was the first time I was happy after becoming this way. Because I finally understood you, Shiki-kun. I never really knew you before. Shiki-kun, you're the same, right? You see someone and for no reason your heart throbs and your throat goes dry. Seeing red blood, you enter a stupor like you were drunk from alcohol, right? Stealing the life of others, extinguishing the life of others. Isn't it so exciting? So fun! That's a lie. That feeling I've never... that was something only in the dream, though. But I can't say I've never had it. See? A pure homicidal impulse without the influence of emotion. Your fragile side, which I always wanted to understand. I forgot to say one more thing. A vampire is someone whose blood has been sucked by a vampire, right? That's true, you know. To be precise, the person whose blood has been sucked dies. Vampires pour their own blood into their victim as they drink to turn them into their own. So what's in you right now is my blood. Standing up, Yumizuka speaks with satisfaction. I see. This is Yumizuka-san's blood, then. The black thing that still defiles my body. It's not even a mouthful, but it still causes unbelievable pain enough to drive me to madness. If that's the case, this blood, this foreign pollutant swimming in my body, I can't see it, but with my eyes, that would... First, because of my crawling on the ground, my glasses have fallen off. The lines, I can see the point of that foreign substance. Then kill. I stab the point with my knife. I thrust my knife into my body. But it doesn't cut any of my flesh. What is killed is not me, but this foreign object. Now, it's been long enough. Stand up, Shiki-kun. I hear Yumizuka's command. The pain fades. I can control my arms and legs again, and I can finally stand up. Good. From now on, we'll always be together, Shiki-kun. Now come here. Come by my side. Hold my hand and make me feel better. She holds out her hand. Thump. My heart pounds and my legs begin to move. But they don't move forward. They move backward. Shiki-kun? Kill. Yumizuka's bewildered voice. Thump. My heart begins to scream. My throat becomes dry. Every nerve in my body recognizes the person in front of me as an enemy. Open the magic circuit. Kill. This feeling. It's as if my thoughts belong to a completely different person. I can't resist the impulse flowing out of me. My mind is growing hazy. Why? Hey, why aren't you doing what I tell you to? Kill. Thump thump. My heart beats loudly as if ordering me to kill. To kill. Shiki-kun, you... No, Yumizuka. She looks at me as I breathe painfully. Why? Why didn't my blood work? I killed your blood, so I will not become your partner. What? The eyes staring at me are filled with surprise. Kill. Please disappear, Yumizuka. I don't understand why, but if you remain here, I kill. I kill. I don't want to kill anyone. My mind is inverting. Yumizuka's eyes burn black, like a needle, the sharp intent to kill. Burn your magic circuit. Tonoshiki's body separates itself from the mind and will of Tonoshiki. I lick my lips as I pick up my knife. Oh, you're serious now, Shiki-kun. I can't speak. Nothing. The thought of responding doesn't even occur. My field of vision shrinks to nothing. Liar. You said you'd help me. I don't know anything about that. Fine. If you won't cooperate, I'll kill you first. There'll be plenty of time to give you my blood after that. Well said for a miserable failure. Okay, so I haven't really pointed it out because I'm kind of like trying to figure it out. This is going a whole different way, huh? This is interesting. Cause yeah, I'm like, did any of this happen last time? And I'm like, I don't remember. Right? It didn't go this way. I think he didn't kill the blood last time, right? Wow. He did the cool thing of killing a concept or something not like, alive. I can only hear the voice. There are no thoughts. My body kills the body of Yumizuka in return, who is trying to kill my body. A sensation of spurting. My right arm holding my knife is heavy and my left arm is burning. The burning on my left arm is from the flowing blood. Yumizuka's nails tore through my clothes and made the blood flow. Maybe thanks to the bleeding, my burning blood cools down. My ferociously pounding heart starts to calm. But I start to realize I pierced Yumizuka's heart with my knife and am now holding her as if I am embracing her. What? This is a continuation of my nightmare. Without knowing it, I killed Yumizuka Satsuki. Why? Yumizuka's body up against mine is frigid. There was never any warmth to begin with. Her body is like pure ice and isn't doing anything but embracing mine. Yumizuka. My fingers holding the knife shake uncontrollably. Shallow breathing fills the air. Mine and hers. What have I done? I didn't want to kill her. I didn't even have a single thought of hurting her, so why? Shiki-kun. I hear Yumizuka's voice right next to my ear. She's probably going to voice her grudge. She asked me to help her, but all I did in response was to kill her without thinking. I'm so happy. But Yumizuka, with a gentleness like she was having a dream, said those words. Why? Because this is the first time you ever seriously looked at me. That's why I'm so happy. That makes me your first time Shiki. Okay, hold up. I think you're using that term wrong. I think that's not how you use that word. I don't think that's what it is. But I could be wrong. Thump. I'm so sorry. They say only death can cure a fool, but in my case, it seems even death couldn't cure me. Thump. Yumizuka? Thump. There's no reply. With a dry sound, her body crumples to ash as if it was never there to begin with. What happened? That's right. I could not understand. That's fine. I breathe harder. Knife still in hand, the contents of my stomach rise to my throat. Can you imagine if she didn't disappear and it's just like he's holding on to her and she's dead and he just like blows chunks all over her dead body? That's like a horrible image, but that's what I'm thinking of right now. How come? There is regret over killing her. There's also guilt. But above all else, I can't rid myself of this feeling. What a shock. If you call this pain pleasure, this has to be the greatest pleasure in the world. Otherwise known as the greatest pain in the world. That's a weird... that's a weird thing to say. It's like... if I could call my happiness hunger, then you could call me the most hungry guy in the world. That's kind of lame. Don't say that. That's very strange. That's what I think as I feel this blood pulsing throughout my body. That's the kind of person you are. Like me, someone who has to kill people to live. Your need to kill others is the same as your need to breathe. She said killing others was fun. She proudly said that to me. No, that's wrong. I certainly accept that. If I accept that, I could live as myself again. I'm different. Coochie man. I'm different from you, Yumizuka. I'm the Coochie man. I'm different. I'm built different. There's no power in my denial. My whole vision wavers. Here, if I stay here any longer, I'll go crazy. I have to go back to my world. I need to hurry back to the normal life of Tonoshiki, or else I'll be engulfed by this poison. Trying to stifle the sharp pain in my head, I start to walk away. Just limping on back to that mansion, huh? Dang. The door opens with a creak. With a heavy body and dulled mind, I make it back to the mansion. My footsteps drag behind me. The moonlight illuminates my figure, making it look like an exhausted ghost. My left arm hurts where Yumizuka wounded me. The bleeding has stopped, and the gradual lessening of the pain tells me it couldn't have been too deep. I reach the stairs. I don't even care about treating my wounds. Right now, I just want to stumble back to my room and sleep like a rock. We gonna pass out? We did. Cradle Garden. All right, that makes me feel like we are absolutely on the right route. I'm gonna close that walkthrough now that we have passed that point, and I feel like we've hard set into Hisui's route, so that's good. That's good. Let's go, Cradle Garden. I wake from a long sleep. The sunshine from the window looks closer to midday than morning. It must be because of how late I got back last night. Seems I've overslept. Dragging myself up from bed, I look down at my hand. The sensation of how I stabbed Yumizuka remains. 2 nights ago, when I met Yumizuka and saw that hideous dream. If only yesterday was just a dream. But wishing won't make it so. I've no clue why or how Yumizuka became a vampire, and I couldn't do anything to help her. No. Once Yumizuka had become like that, there was probably no way for anyone to help her. She was already dead. All I did was return that corpse somehow moving about as if it were a living thing, back to being a dead body. That's the only way I can think of it. But still, please excuse me, Shiki-sama. With that voice I've become accustomed to, Hisui enters the room. Good morning, Shiki-sama. How are you feeling today? I slept well, so I don't feel bad at all. Is that so? Hearing that makes me feel very relieved. Even though she says that, I don't see her even relax her shoulders or give any other indication of it. But I feel relieved as well. Because of what happened last night, the long night is over. Because I don't have to enter that unnatural world any longer, my heart can relax. Thanks, Hisui. You've always come to check up on me from early in the morning, right? Your concern means a lot to me. Not at all. It is my duty to be concerned with your welfare. There was a hint of happiness in Hisui's expression. Moreover, I feel I've been somewhat rescued. While I've been sleeping in the bed like this, Hisui always comes to wake me up. With just that trivial thing, I honestly feel like I've returned to my normal life. God, what a normal life that is, though. Shiki-sama, this is somewhat difficult for me to say, but can I? Difficult to say? It's about me sleeping until noon. I really can't do anything but apologize. No, that is not what I meant, but it is perhaps related to when you went to sleep. Hisui fidgets her fingers as she struggles to come up with the right words. I did not say anything, but Akiha-sama found out about last night. About last night, what? I mean, when you left late last night, Shiki-sama. Oh, I unconsciously turned my eyes away from her. I thought I managed to slip away undetected, but I should have known Hisui would still find out. Shiki-sama, your return late at night has gained the attention of Akiha-sama, so I believe you'll be asked to explain yourself sooner or later. She's in the sitting room and may be angry, so please be prepared. I see. Oh, well, I can't complain since it was me that went out past curfew. About that, will it be occurring again? I cannot stop you, but if you continue doing such things, I must tell Akiha-sama. No, nothing like last night will ever happen again. That's a lie. Everything has ended last night. There won't be any phone calls anymore. Yes, it really has ended. With these words, it truly is over. Yumizuka Satsuki is no more. The vampire skulking the streets has vanished. I, with my own hands, sent away a classmate who said she liked me for all eternity. Hisui looks at me with a painful expression on her face. Jeez, if Hisui's making that sort of face, I must look terrible right now. Well, I should get up sooner or later. Hisui, is Akiha still there? She's an awfully busy person, so does she have a routine on her day off? Yes, she does have plans during her day off, but today she is still in the mansion. She has plans, but she's still here? I don't quite get it, but, well, I'll go get changed, so please head to the sitting room before me. Yes. Well then, please excuse me. As usual, Hisui walks away without a sound. But I forgot something really important. Hisui? Yes? What is it, Shiki-sama? Yeah, I forgot to say something. Thanks for coming to wake me up. It's a little late, but good morning, Hisui. Yes. Please, have a nice day, Shiki-sama. That's adorable. That's cute. Well then, I should hurry up and change and head to the sitting room. Time to get yelled at. Oh man, video game escapism is being yelled at for staying out late at night. Oh man, isn't this great? I love playing video games to get away from reality. In the sitting room, Akiha is on the sofa, kOHAKU-san is keeping her company, and Hisui is standing by the wall. Oh my god, please take a seat. I cannot stand you being by the wall. Good morning, Shiki-san. Morning, kOHAKU-san. Sorry to be a bother, but could you fix me something to eat? I'm a little hungry from all that sleeping. Yes, right away. I will get it ready, so please wait a bit. kOHAKU-san quickly patters towards the dining room. That leaves Akiha and Hisui, who is standing wordlessly like a statue. Yo, Akiha! Good morning! We're off to a good start. Akiha just looks at me with a dissatisfied look on her face and doesn't return my greeting. Like Hisui warned me, she seems angry about last night. Yeah. I mean, we're kind of used to this by now, but us as the player, but not Shiki as the person. Telling me in the morning that leaving late at night is forbidden, only to find me leaving late at night. It's only natural for her to be angry. Like, yeah? Last night was, Nissan. Sleeping in this late, just what were you thinking? I'm sorry. Jeez, I'm not mad about that. It's your day off and you've chosen to sleep in until now. It's your laziness that angers me. With a humph, Akia angrily turns her face away. Well, it might just be my imagination, but peevishly is a better word than angrily. In general is a better word. Well, I couldn't help it. I got in late last night and my body was just tired. That is entirely your fault. Staying out way past midnight. Just what kind of lifestyle did you have when you lived with the Arimas, Nissan? I had a strict curfew there too. I wasn't allowed to leave at night and, Oh, so that's it. At the Arima's house you follow the rules, but you come here and break them? In other words, you won't even follow my simplest request? In that case, I may have to resort to corporal punishment. The fury of her intent also flows through her eyes. How do I say this? She has to be joking, only she doesn't sound like she's kidding, and it's pretty frightening. Corporal punishment, Akiha. You're starting to frighten me. That was just an example. Staying up real late like that and sleeping in until you feel like getting up? Of course I should be very strict. Akiha gives an audible groan. I hate to admit it, but she is right. Besides, Nissan, shouldn't you let Hisui wake you up in the morning? It is a good thing today is Sunday, but you always laze around in bed too long, Nissan. Kiha, maybe it's not my place to say, but it's not like I'm sleeping in because I want to? What? So how come you always sleep in until the last minute every morning? You don't know how I feel when I wait for you until the last minute and... Akiha-sama. Oh, she called her out. Where did the dire, threatening atmosphere go? All of a sudden, Akiha descends into silence. Hey, Akiha. I said so before, but waking up past 7 o'clock in the morning isn't intentional. Even I would like to get up earlier, but my body doesn't listen when I tell it. If you want to help me wake up earlier, please buy me a really powerful alarm clock. I'm sure that'd get me up. Nissan. This may be a stupid question, but did you ever tell Hisui what time you wanted her to wake you up? Ah, that's right. I forgot such a simple thing as that. Oh yeah, Hisui comes every morning to wake me, so it's alright for her to do that. So Hisui, could you please wake me up at 6:30 each morning? It would really help me out. I swing around to face Hisui. She stares right back at me. I refuse. Forgive me, but I refuse to wake you up, Shiki-sama. Well, I don't know what to say. The shock put my brain on hold. Looking at the situation, Akiha is also gaping at Hisui in surprise. Hisui, why can't you wake up Nissan? I am unable to undertake things I cannot do. I do not think I am able to wake up Shiki-sama with my own power. Unable? Why not? I unthinkingly enter the conversation. That's not a word, but I like it. Hisui continues staring at me. These past 3 days, all my efforts were fruitless. Shiki-sama, do you remember how many times I called your name this morning? No, I don't remember. I woke up from your voice? I thought I woke up by myself. That means there is no memory of me even calling out. Akiha-sama, this is a situation. Oh, I see. Akiha says and looks over at me teasingly. How do I say this? It would seem my standing here has just been lowered quite a bit. In short, you've repeatedly tried to wake up Nissan, but there isn't even the slightest reaction on his part. Is that how it is, Hisui? Hisui nods silently. I nod silently as well. I see. The truth is, Hisui already has been trying to wake me up early in the morning. I don't want to say it myself, but I must be really good at sleeping in. Nissan, why are you looking so proud of yourself? Nothing. I was just surprised by how daunting it is to wake me up. I understand. Hisui, just like before, please try and wake up Nissan as much as you can. Hisui nods in assent. It seems like the conversation is finished. In the end, it may just be me waking up whenever I feel like it again. Hisui just starts air comboing him to wake up. Hey, by the way, Hisui? Yes, what is it? Does Nissan really not wake up? Even if you call his name, he doesn't respond? Yes. Shiki-sama's sleep is very quiet, and he sleeps like a statue. Like a statue? What? Oh, Nissan is a great sleeping posture, huh? No, that's not it. How do I say it? Shiki-sama's like a completely different person when he sleeps. I have never seen such a peaceful sleeping face, so when I first saw him, I thought he had passed away. So it is not quite that he is hard to awake, but that it seems very rude to do so, so I cannot help but be very gentle. Once Shiki-sama is about to wake up himself, warmth returns to his white face, and I know he will soon wake up, but... Looking down, Hisui talks about how I look while I sleep. I can't help but feel embarrassed. Come to think of it, a sleeping person is completely defenseless, and after listening to that explanation, I flush as red as if she saw me naked. Hisui descends into silence, and Aki is obviously trying not to look in my direction. The air has become a little heavy. Thanks for waiting, Shiki-san. Breakfast is ready. A bright voice saves the situation. Thanks. I'll eat it up. Please take your time eating. Turning my back to kOHAKU-san's smile, I head to the dining room alone. After I eat lunch, Akiya and Hisui are still in the sitting room. It wouldn't be good to ignore them and go back to my room, so I sit on the sofa across from Akiya. Here, Shiki-san. You prefer green tea, right? kOHAKU-san placed an after-meal cup of tea on the table beside me. Yeah, thanks. If you don't mind, then. No, not at all. This is your home, so please relax a little more. kOHAKU-san must be trying to make me feel more comfortable here because she takes good care of me. Jeez. I'm thinking I'm already used to this place. Do I still look a little strained? Yes, just a little bit. Your shoulders seem a little tense. I wouldn't say you should be like back then, but you can certainly relax a bit more. kOHAKU, you shouldn't spoil Nissan. He's been living like a sloth at the Arima so long, it's probably good for him to be a little tense just at first. Akiya-sama, you're really strict with Shiki-san, are you not? I don't want to be strict. It's just that he is always so spaced out, I have to watch out for him. Huh? I'm a little surprised. When Akiya talks to kOHAKU-san, there isn't a hint of her usual coldness. Maybe it's because they're so close in age, but they seem to be really good friends. I glance over at Hisui. Since Akiya dismissed all the other servants except for Hisui and kOHAKU-san, I think Hisui must be trusted by Akiya as well. But since kOHAKU-san is your complete opposite in personality, I have a feeling there isn't much talk between Hisui and Akiya. May I be of service, Shiki-sama? Hisui realizes I was looking at her and asks me if there's anything she can do. No, it's nothing. I was just thinking, you're really calm. Yes, it is something that Makihisa-sama taught me. Huh. She answers very distinctly. The answer is so distinct I can't continue the conversation. God, please don't tell me he beats subservience into her. God, I'd hate that. An uncomfortable silence ensues. As if sensing this, kOHAKU-san starts up conversation. Shiki-san, is it okay if I ask a question? Yeah? What is it? It seems you left last night again, so I was wondering if you had some usual scheduled routine to take care of every night? No, I don't have anything like that. The past 2 days were just something special. I look over at Hisui. She just quietly watches the two of us. It's alright, kOHAKU-san. I won't go out late at night anymore. Besides, I'm not a kid anymore, so it's not like it's any danger or anything. Oh, are you still saying that sort of thing, Shiki-san? Hisui-chan, don't you feel the same way? It is as Nei-san says. Shiki-sama, you are the eldest son of the Tono family, so please refrain from doing anything careless. See, even Hisui-chan is angry. You are anemic, so you shouldn't strain yourself, you know? I was told this by your personal physician too, Shiki-san. Well, that's true, but it's nothing to do with going out late at night. If I can't walk by myself, I shouldn't go to school either, right? It does have something to do with it. During the day it's bright outside and someone could help you, right? But at night it's different. There's been all these vampire murders recently, so if you go outside and collapse, what do you think will happen? Without thinking, my body shudders. Just hearing someone use the word vampire like this really reminds me that it was Yumizuka killing those people. No, it's okay, kOHAKU-san. There isn't a vampire out there anymore. Buddy, there's like 3. There's at least 3 that we know of, possibly 4 at this time. Those incidents, they won't ever happen again. Besides, Yumizuka Satsuki is no longer in this world. Oh? Is that true, Akiya-sama? I haven't heard anything about it. The one to ask is Nissan, since he seems to know about it. Oh, yeah, there was a victim from your high school, Nissan. Year 2, Class 3 is your class, right? There wasn't a victim from my class. Ah, Shiki-san, you didn't see the news this morning. Last night they found a large quantity of blood from someone named Yumizuka Satsuki in an alley off the main street. The blood seems to have been there for a while, but from the amount of it, they say she's more than likely dead. My heart starts to throb violently. The fact that Yumizuka Satsuki is dead, I know better than anyone else. But when they say she's dead, it sounds like you killed her, didn't you, to me? Nee-san? What's wrong? You're really pale. No, it's nothing. To be fair. Hey, hold up. To be fair. Being told, hey, someone in your class was murdered? That would make you go pale. Right? That would instantly make you go pale. That's just normal. Like, the whole, why are you pale? It's someone from my class died, and I'm learning this information now. That's scary, right? I think it's normal that he'd go pale. Maybe it's just me. My mood starts to sink. Thanks to history, my heart was able to be calm, but with this conversation, I almost collapse. Is my heart really this weak? Everyone, let's have a welcome party tonight. Just like that, kOHAKU-san makes an announcement in a loud voice. Oh boy, drinking games start again, huh? Akiya and I say the same thing aloud, and even Hisui tilts her head. A welcome party for Shiki-san. Everyone's here, and we haven't even celebrated Shiki-san's arrival yet. So tonight should be Shiki-san's welcome party. Right? kOHAKU-san looks at me and smiles. Crap. Why are Hisui and kOHAKU so able to read my feelings? Akiya-sama, is that acceptable? If you allow it, we can start the preparations right away. Yes, Nissan has finally come back and we haven't even done anything. I think it's a good idea, but Hisui, you agree, right? Yes, if it is acceptable to Shiki-sama, I do not think it will be a bad thing. The 3 of them turn to stare at me. Well, of course. We gotta do the party again. We're gonna skip the party, but we're gonna go help Hisui. kOHAKU-san has a lot to do, but I'm sure Hisui is much busier. I should try and pay Hisui back for everything she's done, so I'll go help her. I head out to the lobby and run into Hisui right away. She must be tidying things up because there's a cloth and feather duster at her feet. Hey Hisui, can I have a moment? Moment? Shiki-sama? Did you not return to your room? No, I won't. You and kOHAKU-san seem so busy, I feel bad just lounging around doing nothing. Hisui just looks at me silently. Shiki-sama? I do not believe this is the case, but are you asking me if you could help me with my duties? She struck first. What do you mean? Isn't it alright? Cleaning this huge mansion by yourself is hard, so let me just help a little bit, please. You say that, but there is not so much that I require assistance. Actually, I can say that since Nei-san is not here, I have an easier time. Huh? Cleaning is easier when kOHAKU-san isn't here? No, well, I mean, that... Oh, she's breaking down. Did she accidentally let something slip out? She looks down as if she stammers for an excuse. It's something I don't see every day, so I smile at her. Yeah, you don't see that. Shiki-sama, what I said just now, Nei-san, flustered, she tries to tell me not to tell kOHAKU-san. Oh god, I'm gonna use this against her so badly. What? Oh, so what you just said right now can't be told to Kohaku-san. I see, I got it. I have to tell Kohaku-san about it. I'm so happy he's on the same page. Shiki-sama, I think you should try not to show what you are thinking. I'm really not thinking anything at all. Mind's blank. No thoughts. Head empty. Hisui just looks at me. Perhaps what she said just now might be more of a taboo for Kohaku-san than I thought. I understand. I won't tell her, so please stop looking at me with those big ol' anime eyes. I remember now. Even long ago, you would always do pranks and tease others for no reason. Are you perhaps planning on doing something devious like you did back then, Shiki-sama? No, not really. I just wanted to see how your face looked if you're a little distressed, that's all, you know? Just a little stress. Crap. Why did I blurt out the truth like that? Shiki-sama, I still have duties remaining to finish, so if you have free time, please go help Ne-san. As you say, I am very busy, so I cannot keep you company. Hisui turns away and starts to clean the flower vases. It seems that even though I wanted to help, I made her angry. Hisui? Yes, what is it? But Hisui still responds courteously, so I think she's really nice. But before, you don't want to answer, you don't have to. Well, Kohaku-san is always sweeping the courtyard, and she doesn't really clean in the house that often. Does that have anything to do with what you said earlier? Yes, it is related somewhat. Please do not tell Ne-san. She is rather self-conscious of her lack of ability. Lack of ability? Kohaku-san doesn't lack an ability. She's a wonderful cook and knows so much about medicine, right? That is, everyone has things suited and not suited for them. Ne-san really seems to enjoy herself when cleaning, but she is too rambunctious and is very dangerous when she tries to do cleaning and maintenance of the mansion. Oh my god, this lore. Dangerous, Hisui? Putting it that way is... well, that doesn't seem to fit Hisui either. Shiki-sama, you do not understand, so it is easy for you to say that. Ne-san has tried to excuse the breaking of several items, all in the name of cleaning, and not just 10 or 20 times. If she becomes serious, her cleaning becomes more like a whirlwind. She has that sort of talent. As she speaks, I can almost see a fiery aura form around Hisui. It seems that she has been the victim of Kohaku-san's cleaning many times. I see. I'm quite surprised. Yes, Ne-san knows about it too. After Akiya-sama and I discussed it, we decided and told her it was better for her to work outside in the garden or do other non-cleaning chores. She was very down and disheartened back then. Well, if she did break things and was told not to clean, I guess she would be a little disappointed. I still can't quite picture the happy Kohaku-san looking down. So please do not discuss cleaning indoors with Kohaku-san, Shiki-sama. If Ne-san doesn't do that, then she's really fine. Yes? Did you call me? Hisui and I both freeze. Speak of the devil. Kohaku-san walks in from the kitchen. Ne-san, is there something you need? Yes, I need another hand, so I thought Shiki-san could come help me. Smiling Kohaku-san faces me. But it seems I was too late. Shiki-san, please continue helping Hisui-chan. Ne-san, Shiki-sama is not really helping at the moment. Hisui responds very matter-of-factedly. Well, that's how it is. As that's so. Then Shiki-san, are you free? That's right. If you need another hand, I'll lend you one. But I'm not sure if I could be of any help. I don't ever cook or anything. Not at all. If it is something anyone can do, come on, please lend me a hand. Kohaku-san takes my hand and pulls me with her. Hisui watches it all silently. Oh. Hey, it's the kitchen. The kitchen is smaller than I expected. Buddy, you walked through here once. They probably had a much bigger galley when there were many people living in the mansion, but just Akiya, Hisui, Kohaku, and I, they had this smaller kitchen prepared. Okay, well, okay, fine, that makes sense. What? You just got rid of a kitchen? What? How did you what? Here, please wash your hands and use this apron. I don't know whose taste this is a reflection of, but she hands me an apron that says, quiet, unsociable person on it. That's hilarious. I want that apron. I'll start you off with a simple task, Shiki-san. When it's all done, I'll have another task for you. kOHAKU-san is in a good mood. First, I take the shells off all these shrimp. Don't forget to take off the butt vein. Quick, quick, quick. Sound of the knife lightly hitting the cutting board. Oh, that's her humming. Okay. Don't make that noise. kOHAKU-san's humming fills the kitchen. She must be immersed in cooking because she doesn't say much. As for me, I actually enjoy peeling the shrimp and keep on peeling the skin. You know, this really brings back memories. Before the incident, before I left the mansion, I played like this several times with kOHAKU-san and Akiha. We were young then, and we didn't think about how much we were of the opposite gender. We were just in this spacious mansion, and all we knew was the continuous fun of every day. We played around so much, we forgot about all the things that bothered us. Or maybe in order to forget the bothersome past, we tried to pass our days with as much fun as possible. Shiki-san, you really have taken a liking to peeling those shrimp, haven't you? Huh? No, not really. Why do you ask? Because you look like you're having so much fun. You know, Hisui-chan, her eyebrows would always be scrunched up by the time she gets done. Really? I'm surprised. She looks like the type that would do it without complaint. Yeah, for some reason Hisui-chan is poor at cooking. Yo, that's not where my hands are, but I knew it. I knew she'd be bad at cooking. I knew it. I was like, someone in this house is going to be bad at cooking, and I felt like it'd be Hisui. It's always the case. Always the case. But she is really great at cleaning and arranging things. Oh. I seem to have heard something like that before. Yeah, just now actually from Hisui. Well, come to think of it, you and Hisui are different in your own ways. kOHAKU-san, you were always cheerful while Hisui stayed back in the mansion then. Oh, did I look that cheerful? I always thought I was watching you all though. Oh my god, is it actually backwards? Oh my god, is it going to be actually... Wait, we'll see. Yeah, I remember. You would always run around with us, but you would tell us to stop doing dangerous things and look out for us. Oh, I really do remember. Oh, I'm still waiting for the twist that they're different, but maybe not. Playing tag in the courtyard of the mansion. Trying as hard as we could to catch my old man's carp in the pond. Hey, remember that time when we left the mansion from the gate, right? We didn't know the way to get back, and you ended up calling the mansion and one of the mansion's servants to come pick us up? Yes, and after that, Makihisa-sama really did yell at you. Everyone was playing with you, but you really seemed like you ended up being the only one. Shiki-san, no matter how much you got yelled at, you always said it was your own fault. Oh, it is so nostalgic. We did so many things, but in the end, you always saved Akiha-sama and me from getting in trouble. She giggles as she speaks aloud. What's this? Talking about old times, I feel like I've really returned now. That's right. I really don't have too many memories of this mansion, but talking about old times honestly makes me feel nostalgic. But my memories aren't just happy ones. But I did treat Hisui poorly. The girl who was always in the corner of my heart. In the end, I was never able to have a true conversation with that girl by the window. That girl was always watching us from the window. Always, it struck me. That lonely face looking down, I always thought it'd be great if she could come and play. But still, before I left the mansion, she gave that one parting gift. That's right. She was always shy. Okay, no twist. Okay, never mind. I'm wrong. She was always shy even then, so I never knew what she was thinking. I always thought if Hisui-chan was happy, it wouldn't matter what happened to me. Oh. kOHAKU-san, you're a really good older sister. I'm feeling happy, so I give an answer like that. All of a sudden, with a short sound, kOHAKU-san lifts her hand. I can see she cut her finger with the kitchen knife. Oh, kOHAKU-san, your finger! After I say that, she seems to realize she cut her finger. Oh, it's true. Oh boy, that's a sprite. Jeez. That's true? kOHAKU-san? I don't believe this. Even I could see the cut is really deep, but kOHAKU-san is still slow-paced. How embarrassing. I'm supposed to be such a good chef. kOHAKU-san gives her normal laugh. This is no laughing matter. We have to take care of it right away. It's fine. It isn't life-threatening or anything. But we can't just leave it alone. Here, quick, put it in my mouth. Do it. Come on, do it. Quick, I need this. Geez, cutting it like that, doesn't it hurt? No, not at all. If I think it doesn't hurt, then it won't hurt. If I think this isn't my finger, and that it's just the finger of some doll, then I won't feel pain, right? Huh. That's weird. What? With a smile, kOHAKU-san says something very outlandish. Well, I'm sure if you think that way, it won't hurt much, but you can't get rid of it all. Let's just get it taken care of. I'm a little weak when it comes to blood, so if I have an anemic fit right here, it'll be your fault, kOHAKU-san. I see, then I should take care of it right away. Well then, Shiki-san, excuse me for a moment. Yo, what? The whole time her smile never cracks, giving me a bow with her head, she leaves the kitchen. Bro, what? We're gonna skip that. That's our party? See? I told you so. Oh, there she's drinking. Oh, we didn't get to see her drink. What's bad you say? History was bad. kOHAKU-san and Nakia seem to have already be used to drinking alcohol, but as far as history is concerned, it was her first time seriously drinking. Still, she drank to keep me company, trying hard to finish her glass. And this was what happened. Hisui? There's no reason for you to force yourself to drink like that. Hisui nods, and then she takes the glass to her lips and looks around aimlessly. No matter how much I try to stop her, Hisui keeps sipping out of her glass. I don't really understand it, but perhaps Hisui has taken a liking to alcohol. And then... With that, Hisui curls onto the sofa like a cat. Adorable. I love it. For obvious reasons. You can't be doing that, Hisui-chan. If you sleep there, you'll catch a cold. Come on, Akia. Please don't complain. With a smile, kOHAKU-san talks to the sleeping Akia and Hisui. Seems kOHAKU-san is drunk too. It really was your first time, wasn't it, Hisui? Yes. Oh. Wait. Oh, that was him saying it. It really was your first time, wasn't it, Hisui? Yes, Hisui-chan has always been pretty weak with alcohol. Usually she takes a sip and turns completely red. kOHAKU-san laughs brightly. It seems we have quite a little problem, don't we? Yes. Hisui-chan always turns down alcohol, but since Shiki-san offered, she pushed herself. She's normally not very sociable, so I guess she at least tried to keep you company. Isn't my sister so cute? Bam! Bam! kOHAKU-san slaps my back. Oh, she's one of those types of drunks. kOHAKU-san is quite drunk too. I guess that wraps up the night. Akia's hammered and Hisui's all curled up. Hammered? What is that? Nissan, please don't use words I can't understand. Akia complains in a murmuring voice. It seems that Akia doesn't like things she doesn't understand. That's all good, but it seems when she's drunk she doesn't understand anything. Consequently, she's turned into a complaining machine. Well then, I will carry Akia-sama. So Shiki, could you please take care of Hisui-chan? Yo, let's go. Wait a sec, kOHAKU-san. I can't touch Hisui. I just brushed up against her earlier and she hit me. That's right. Now that you mention it, Hisui-chan is a little obsessed with cleanliness. Even just holding hands with a man would cause her to throw up. My type of girl. If you hold her, I suppose there would be no problem. Just holding hands and throwing up? That goes beyond obsessed with cleanliness. I thought she was strange 8 years ago, but Hisui... But if Hisui-chan is sleeping, it'll be okay. Well, Akia-sama, let's get back to your room. What? Wait, kOHAKU-san? She doesn't respond. With Akia over her shoulders, she disappears out of the dining room. What's she left behind? A mountain of uneaten food, a mountain of beer, empty bottles, and the contentedly sleeping Hisui who is breathing softly on the sofa. It truly is autumn. Sleeping there like that, she will certainly catch a cold. Is it okay to touch Hisui like this? But, shikatanai, can't be helped. I don't have any bad intentions, and I do have to get her up to her room. Sorry. You can be mad at me later. I lift up the sleeping Hisui. With that, my heart begins to pound. Light. Just like I thought, Hisui is very light. Her delicate body fits in my arms. Softness and the warmth of her body. Well, this isn't good. I have to take her to her room quickly or I'll be the one in trouble. So as not to wake Hisui, I slowly carry her out of the dining room. Is this the first time I'm going to be seeing her room? I think it is. I turned the doorknob to Hisui's room and I stopped stunned. No way. It's locked. Oh, the key must be in Hisui's pocket, right? Oh, this is bad. Nah, it's just reaching my hand in her pocket. It was bad. If I did that, who knows where my mind will go? Who knows where my fingies will go? Well, that's how it is. Fortunately, both Hisui's room and mine are on the second floor. So I come back to my room with Hisui still in my arms. There we go. I place Hisui on my bed. What are you doing? I guess she really pushed herself drinking alcohol. She does not wake up. Well, what should I do now? Huh? Am I that tired from carrying Hisui? I fall to the carpet. It seems the alcohol is having an effect on me too. Uh-oh, are we gonna have to sleep in the same bed? Oh no, oh no. Oh yes. Suddenly I feel very dizzy. Well, whatever. I didn't really plan on doing anything anyway. Even if I go to sleep on the floor like this, I don't think anyone will complain. Oh my, but you're sleeping on the floor, dude. Oh man. Oh? Something seems familiar. An old Japanese-style room. A dark room. That's an extremely old memory. When I was very young, I wasn't used to the new people that took me in, so I locked myself up in my room. I didn't care for anything. I didn't want to talk to anyone. Always alone, and I wanted to be swaddled in the cradle of my happy memories. Even if I knew there would be nothing like that for me ever again, I still wanted to do so. Knock knock came a sound. Who is it? It's me. She came again. That girl around my age was knocking on the door again. Shiki-chan, let's play. You'll get moldy if you stay in a place like that. I don't wanna. I don't like going outside. Hugging my knees, I huddled in the corner of the dark room. That girl came every day. She would always knock, never getting tired of it. She would never force me out, so she would not open the door, but just continue to call my name. Why won't you come outside? Because there's no one I know outside. Everyone hates me outside. That's not true. Everyone wants to like you, Shiki-kun. Yes, I knew that, but I couldn't believe it. Because my father went outside and he was torn to pieces. Oh, I think I understand. I think I understand. The Nanayas. The Nanaya people. We saw the mom get ripped up outside in the prologue. And so did the father. I see. No wonder you can't trust anyone. Yeah, that's why I'll always stay here. I don't want any more scary things happening. But you will just be by yourself all the time. Being by yourself is no fun. Even if it's no fun, it's better than being scared. That's not fun at all. Then Shiki-chan, you can believe in me. You say I can believe in you. That's a little backwards. Don't normally people say I believe in you? Not if they're a fan of Gurren Lagann. It's okay. Shiki-chan, you can trust me and come out. Fine. But believe. What should I believe in? Simple. Even if everyone hates you, I'll still like you, Shiki-chan. Because I like you, I always come and ask you to play. Is outside fun? Yeah. It's much, much more fun than being by yourself. And then I went outside. Come to think of it, that was my first memory as Tonoshiki. Oh. We understand that now. Killer 1. Uh-oh. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Alright, guys. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you next time for some more Let's Read Tsukihime. Things are slowly falling into place, for sure, for sure. So I will see you all next time for some more Let's Read Tsukihime. Ciao.